You guys are watching NFL Daily. I am Tom Downey, and today's reaction to Daniel Jeremiah's latest NFL mock draft is made possible by Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping on all the incredible men's grooming products at manscaped.com/chat. Remember to use promo code chat. Now, for this mock draft, Daniel Jeremiah is very plugged in with what's going on in the NFL. So with that in mind, I'm going to react more about how I would feel about the picks, not so much the players. By now we know who most of these guys are, because this mock draft, it gets a little wild. Starts off pretty normal. Evan Neal, pick number 1 out of Alabama to Jacksonville. You protect Trevor Lawrence, no complaints there. Aidan Hutchinson, one of the safer edges this year. He goes to the Detroit Lions out of Michigan. Again, that makes sense. I get that. Kyle Hamilton goes 3 to the Texans. They've been linked to edge and tackle and corner and safety. They need help everywhere. If you don't retain Justin Reed, I got Hamilton as my number 1 player in this year's draft. You take him at 3, I can't complain. The Jets at number 4, going tackle again, Ikem Ekwonu, a.k.a. Icky, out of NC State. If you're wondering why tackle here, you could focus free agency for defense there. And given your uncertainty with, does Morgan Moses come back? Is Mekhi Becton a piece for you or not? There are some in that organization who are a bit upset with Mekhi Becton. Or in worst case, like Wanu's a fantastic guard, I believe, in the NFL for the Jets. So if they take care of free agency via defense via free agency, like Jeremiah mentioned, then that makes plenty of sense. Now, before we get to the wild picks that DJ made, who is your favorite NFL draft prospect this year? No wrong answers. It's whoever you love the most, whether it's the best or just your favorite. Maybe you went to high school with them or something like that. Let me know in the comment section. Right now, your favorite NFL draft prospect. All right, pick number 5. Let's get weird. Travon Walker, the Georgia edge, reminds me of Rashawn Gary. That's the type of player you're getting here. In this scenario, the Giants missed out on the top 2 tackles, and they take Walker over Kayvon Thibodeaux and over Charles Cross, which would be a pretty big shock. But I think this year's draft is going to be pretty weird. At pick 6, Trevor Penning, UNI, Northern Iowa, to the Panthers. Jeremiah says it's a little early, but guard, tackle, flex, which is something Carolina loves under Matt Rule, the flexibility, positional flex. Those 2 picks, if they went down, would remind me of the Cleveland Furl picks. When everyone was like, yeah, they're going to go round 1, but they went how early? It would be a shocker. Then Drake London, also here to the Giants. Now, Jeremiah says London's got inside-outside flex. I wouldn't like any of these 3 picks if they actually went down. I think there are better players at either the same position or bigger needs to fill. I like London. He's a great receiver. I'm a big fan of his. 7's high for me. Also, London and Kenny Golladay. And you got Kadarius Toney. I don't know about that pairing in the end, which means Kayvon Thibodeaux falls all the way down to number 8. And this would be an absolute steal. And Jeremiah says that he could see Thibodeaux going number 2 all the way down to outside the top 10. Now, I don't think Jeremiah is one to do like the I'm being different. I think he hears various things around the NFL, and his mock drafts have always been a little bit different, but some stuff that ends up coming true. If Thibodeaux goes number 8, I think the NFL will be making a mistake. He should go earlier. He's a good football player, a great prospect. Taking him, behind Trevor Penning and Drake London, I think that'd be super weird. So what do you guys think? What team will end up drafting Kayvon Thibodeaux in round 1 this year? All right, number 9, big-time Senior Bowl riser, Jermaine Johnson. Look, we know that Denver loves edge rushers, but even though I like Johnson, top 10? I think that's way too early. But you know what? Maybe he blows up at the combine. All right, Jets again here via Seattle, by the way. Sauce Gardner is CB1 off the board. That is not that hot takey. I know many people around the NFL have Gardner over Stingley for reasons we'll get into once he goes off the board here. Surprise again, Kenyon Green off the board, number 11. So outside of Gardner here, we've gone a couple picks in a row that would be pretty surprising. Jeremiah mentioned they might lose Brandon Scherf. I get that. I think Kenyon Green's going to be a divisive player. My theory for this year's draft, it's going to get weird, guys. There are not that many true first-round grades. Normally it's somewhere 16 to 20. Might be more like 10 to 16 this year, which means there's going to be some shocking picks. Here's one. Trent McDuffie off the board over Derek Stingley to the Vikings. Now, I like McDuffie. He's my number 3 corner. And he played great at Washington. Taking McDuffie over Stingley and making Stingley CB3 would be, man, that'd be pretty wild if that actually were to go down that way. We'll get some more picks here, but first, today's sponsor is Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping on all of their incredible men's grooming products when you use promo code CHAT, C-H-A-T, at manscaped.com/chat. 20% off and free shipping on the Ultra Premium Collection. You get body spray, body wash, shampoo and conditioner, deodorant, and lip balm, all for under $40 using promo code CHAT at manscaped.com/chat. And by the way, that discount, the 20% off free shipping, works for any and all products. Go check out comment section and the description. The link and promo code are in there for Manscaped today. All right, back to DJ's picks. George Karlaftis, 13. This one makes sense. He's a bit of a divisive prospect, but the Browns in a 4-3 scheme, that makes a lot of sense with the value there. So Derek Stingley, finally off the board here out of LSU to the Ravens. Now, I like Stingley. He's my CB1. We're all going to feel better when Derek Stingley ends up running really well and testing rate at the combine. But medical is a red flag for Stingley because he hasn't played that much the past 2 years, and there are questions, fair or not, around, hey, was he hurt or did he just not want to be out there? Did he kind of give up a little bit? Those questions answer the combine, but this is too low for me. We know what Derek Stingley can do, and that is be the best corner in all of college football. If you pass on him and you're taking a different corner like Trent McDuffie, I mean, yeah, you're playing it safe. You might regret it down the road. So who will draft Derek Stingley? Make your predictions for me right now in the comments section. All right, Eagles picks now. David Ojabo out of Michigan. I like him. I know he's raw, especially against the run. I think if Philly takes him, it's a home run selection. First interior D lineman, Devonte Wyatt, as DJ says he's going to surprise at the combine with his testing. I know he's a really good athlete, so maybe not that much for me. This is over Jordan Davis. I don't mind going DT, but Philly has Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave. Do they need another DT? I'm not so sure. We do mock drafts all the time here at Chat Sports, sometimes reacting to the major outlets since they've got good insight. We want to discuss what those picks might mean, and then my own as well, which historically have been more accurate than the Kuipers and the McShays of the world. That is a statistical fact, by the way. Hit that big red button and subscribe, folks. All right, Chris Olave, number 17. This is your Mike Williams replacement or addition. Imagine Chris Olave, Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen. It's a fun grouping. QB1 off the board. Kenny Pickett out of Pitt goes to the New Orleans Saints. There's no future there at QB. I get that one. Garrett Wilson. If you got burned in the past by Eagles receiver picks, I get it. But Garrett Wilson and Devonta Smith, that's a really good 1-2 punch at wide receiver. The poorly kept secret of the Senior Bowl is that Pittsburgh wants a QB this year. And they showed a lot of interest in Malik Willis. Now, he's raw. He needs time to develop, and he is a bit older, which is a red flag, but if you're going to gamble on a QB, Willis does have the most upside. Spoiler alert now, there are no more QBs going in this latest mock draft by Daniel Jeremiah. So how many QBs do you think get drafted in round 1 this year? Let me know what you guys have to say and predict in the comments section. The Patriots, 21. with Donta Hightower maybe gone in free agency, Devin Lloyd. I think he's going to be a top 15 player for me. Get him at 21. I love the value. One of the surprising sliders, Charles Cross. Now, I think Cross is not going to be for everyone. The offense he ran at Mississippi State was great for pass blocking to an extent, not great for developing as a run blocker. DJ puts him at right tackle. I don't know if he could do that. I kind of want to keep him on the left side, but you get him at 22, he's going to be a top 15 player for me. That's an absolute steal and would be a home run pick by the Raiders. And if you want more coverage on the Raiders for this offseason, subscribe to the Raiders Report with Mitchell Renz, youtube.com/Raiders Report. That link in the comments section and in the description. Kyler Gordon, another Washington Husky taken by Arizona. And I think DJ nails him. He is going to wow at the combine. He is a fantastic athlete. I'm talking Byron Jones-esque athletic ability. Watch him blow it up this year at the NFL Combine. Dallas at number 24, no Tyler Linderbaum. Instead, Nakobe, which I'm okay with. I'd go Linderbaum, but if Dean's there at 24, I'm not going. He's undersized, but he would be your new middle linebacker or weak side linebacker and allow you to play Micah Parsons more as a full-time edge rusher. I'm on board with Dean in the pick at 24 for Dallas because I am the Cowboys Report host here at Chat Sports. And if you want more Cowboys coverage, go subscribe. YouTube.com/Cowboys TV. There will be plenty of debate about who is really linebacker one in this year's class. And maybe no wrong answer, but I want to hear from you. Type in DL if you think it's going to be Devin Lloyd, or type in ND for it's Nakobe Dean. The Bills at 25 going Treylon Burks. And I think the idea, at least for me, you're going to put Gabe Davis on the outside, Stephon Diggs, and let Treylon Burks be your big slot. You replace him with, you replace Cole Beasley there. I think it's a fun idea. All right, Tennessee, Tyler Linderbaum. This is going to be a very divisive prospect because some teams simply will not draft a 292-ish pound center. He's undersized. If you run a gap power scheme, probably not going to be for you. But if you run zone and if you're not scared of the size, I think this is a Pro Bowl center. He is a top 10, borderline top 5 player for me. So he might go top 7. He might go back end of round 1. Whoever takes him is getting an awesome football player. The Bucs, if they lose Chris Godwin, how about Jameson Williams? The knee injury he suffered in the CFP championship game will hurt his stock, but he is a blast to watch. A name you might not know, Boy Mafe. Very, very good athletic edge rusher. He's still raw, but this fits the Packers mold of edge rushers, and this is a kid that Daniel Jeremiah, I know, absolutely loves. Surprise pick here at 29, Tyler Smith out of Tulsa. I think he is a bit raw, but there are traits that teams love. I think he goes round 2, and I don't love the fit in Miami because he needs time and they need help now, but I get it. We haven't talked at all about Smith on this channel. He's going to be a top 50 pick, I believe. Top 30, I think it's a bit rich. But I think both Boy Mafe and Tyler Smith are good sleeper first-round picks. So if you've got other names, guys that are not commonly linked as a potential first-round selection, drop a name for me right now in the comments section. Daxton Hill to the Chiefs, as this is the Tyrann Mathieu replacement, is what Daniel Jeremiah is pegging him here, and I'm on board with that one. If they need help at that position, can play nickel corner or deep safety. Bernard Raymond out of Central Michigan, who I think is going to be more of a right tackle in the NFL. A bit raw, but when you're picking at 31, there aren't the best options in terms of the situation. When you're picking late round 1, you're not going to find immediate impact elite tackles. Taking the upside makes sense for Cincinnati. And then Jordan Davis, which I don't really get. for the Lions because you drafted Levi Onwuzurike last year and Aleem McNeil. So you don't need multiple DTs. Kind of felt more like DJ wanted to find room for Jordan Davis in round 1 somewhere. So grade his mock draft for me in the comments section. A, B, C, D, or F. Look, I think this year's draft is going to get weird. I thought this mock draft was a little bit weird, but since DJ is plugged in, good thought experiment to go over it. So let me know. Grade it in the comments section. Other prospects I think to keep an eye out for in round 1. I think Matt Corral's got a chance to go in the first round. I think Washington's a good fit for him stylistically. Zion Johnson, if I'm the Bengals, I take him at 31. Like, plug him in immediately at left guard and feel great. DeMarvin Leal has the traits, but is not consistent and a bit of a tweener. He might go day 2. A lot of mocks have Andrew Booth in the first round. I'm not as high on him as others, so I'm not that shocked to see him slide in DJs. And I like Kaiir Elam a lot, but I think I might be a bit alone on that front.